Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of the Lions Den podcast, Episode 2 for the 2018-19 season. Today will feature women's soccer. Hello again, my name is Adam Williams, the Assistant Sports Information Director here at Mars Hill University, and today's podcast is very special because this is the first one that we are doing that features student athletes. We spoke with Samantha Pyle, Jessica Zedek, and Leah Hairfield, three members of the women's soccer team, and we got their thoughts about last year's season, what they did in the offseason to prepare for 2018, what they're looking forward to in this campaign, and asked a couple fun questions at the end. It's a really good conversation. I hope you all enjoy it, so we'll turn it over to Samantha, Jessica, and Leah. We're sitting down speaking with three of the Mars Hill women's soccer players today. Leah Hairfield.
Hello, hello.
Samantha Pyle.
Hi.
And Jessica Zedek.
Hi, guys.
Guys, how are you doing today?
We're great.
Doing well.
Tired.
All right. Hard-hitting question to start. How are your summers?
Pretty boring. It worked.
Yeah, I think most of us worked a lot. So
I did not work, but we were active getting ready for preseason.
yeah, a lot of our teammates, we actually worked out a lot this summer. Kept up with it.
A lot of girls were able to get together, staying here at Mars Hill for their jobs, and that helped.
It's great. And since you guys have just recently moved back to campus and kind of getting in the swing of things, do you find it easier this season than maybe at the beginning of last year because you guys have been together and kind of been working out throughout the summer?
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I can tell
we
a huge
feel
difference.
a difference. For sure.
Especially seeing that we're closer and we have the same coach, so it's nice.
Coming in with the same coach definitely helps. And then we've had a lot of team bonding as well. So
I was just going to ask about that. So last year, Coach Newsom's first year at the helm here for women's soccer, kind of an adjusting period, I would say. So this year, the comfortability, it's safe to say it's a little bit higher than it was last year?
yes.
For sure. We kind of know what to expect and how he coaches and what his expectations are on us.
And us knowing that lets us help the new girls too, so they get our version of him as well, if that makes sense.
And also having a consistent coach, we were able to get more new girls on the team, able to talk to them and introduce ourselves to them over the summer.
And, you know, we're going to get to some of the newer girls coming up shortly here, but let's talk about last year. Obviously not the season you guys were anticipating, probably not even happy with, but what were some highlights from that 2017 season that you can take and bring into this 2018 year as it's about to begin?
Last year was pretty rough, but I think we took a lot of positives. Games like LMU, coming back from a 2-0 lead and tying it up, that was pretty exciting. And then, playing really well against Carson Newman, scoring on them.
We held a 0-0 in the first half, and the year before it was nothing close to that.
5-0 by halftime.
We actually went into the game with a defensive mindset, which I think was brilliant on Jamie's part, and we played well. I think it just came down to who was more fit and who had more players that could play. But I think Carson Newman and LMU were huge highlights. And we just took the confidence from those and the areas where we shined, and hopefully we can put it into this season.
Now, practice has just recently begun for you guys. What are some major things that Coach Newsom and the team are working on just yet? Or is it more, let's get the conditioning kind of set before we start working on actual gameplay tactics?
We are focusing on conditioning to make sure we are fit for the season. However, we were able to play last night 10v10 with all the new girls and learn strengths and weaknesses and figure out a good chemistry, how everyone plays together. Both teams were able to play in a different formation and learn how each formation works.
And we also, as soon as we stepped out on the field, I could feel that the chemistry was already, stirring up in our brains. The new Norwegian girls, communication isn't there, completely just because of the language barrier. But it actually, just to see them play and just for them to get used to what we do, I think it was a huge step forward just to be able to play. But, yeah, fitness is definitely, the main priority, I think, right now.
And with some of the newer players that are coming in, who have really caught your eyes? Who do you expect to kind of be the future of Mars Hill women's soccer?
We have a couple of girls, honestly. We have a girl from New Zealand who I see doing really well. We have the 2 Norwegian girls who have done extremely well already. And then, we have a couple girls from the U.S., one from Georgia, and she seems very solid. So I think we have a good recruiting class for sure.
I think that the main thing is that most of the girls that came in are consistent, and I think that's a huge thing in order for someone to be a good player.
And just hinting back at last season, one quick time, offense seemed to be sparse, let's say.
Yes.
What are some areas that you're looking forward to this year, and how do you think we can right that ship going into the 2018 year?
I think we have strength up top with Sonne, and I just think she's going to help with the transition between midfield and forward. And Alyssa Dino has speed up there, so a mix of strength and speed, as well as Gabriella Siegfried if she plays up there. That's another speed. And I think once the chemistry is down, our offense will have a decent 3 players that can help us. So that's great.
Good job. Looking forward to 2018, what are your main goals, both individually and as a team, that you have for this season? Samantha, we'll start with you.
Individual goals is consistency. I think that for me individually, I would say I'm a decently consistent player, but I just don't want to make mistakes. And if I go out there saying I'm not going to, and I don't, I will walk off the field knowing I did my best, basically. And as a team, just to have each other's backs. I mainly focus on the personality and the emotional connection of the team, because I think that takes us the furthest. So basically just becoming a sisterhood, becoming a family, and I think that will go a long way.
Great. Jess?
Personally, I had taken a year off, so I'm definitely looking forward to getting back my consistency. Like Sam was saying, I had noticed a lot that I had fallen back on, and I'm working on getting that back. I talked with Coach, and he told me what I should work on and how I should work on it, and I'm definitely taking that into consideration, whether it be because as a central midfielder, I have to be able to clear the ball to a corner for a run-on or whatever it may be, and I have to work on getting that kickback or learning how to get the ball off my foot quicker, looking up. And so those are going to be my goals, is to actually follow through with and strengthening my weaknesses. And for the team, I loved how Samantha Pyle said we need to become a family. We've always been a family, but we've always had some people that may stray a little bit and disconnect. So this year we're really focusing on becoming a family, getting that chemistry, and putting it onto the field as well as off the field.
Great. And Leah?
Personally, I'd say, keeping a positive attitude, for me, I tend to get down on myself if, I'm not playing the way I want to be playing, or I'm not making the passes I want to be making, or, it's just, I get frustrated. So I think just keeping that positivity and knowing that, I have a whole team backing me up.
That definitely comes with the team, too.
And then as a team, I'd say just playing smart, being able to just settle down, because we kind of get frantic, especially newer girls. It's your first time in college, and it's pretty exciting, but to play smart and settle down and play as a team.
And never play scared.
Yeah.
So I'm certainly excited for the 2018 season. I'm ready to get you guys underway here. But I know you guys had an early practice today. I won't keep you too much longer here. So just kind of some rapid-fire questions. What has been your favorite moment from the 2017 campaign? Any takers? Whoever wants to go first.
I definitely like how we mentioned earlier with coming back, being strong against Carson Newman, LMU. We were definitely able to show that we can come together, and it's very possible. It's doable to win these games as long as we work together, and we, like she said, we know that if we mess up, we have our whole team. You can't give up on each other and have to keep fighting, and I definitely think that we did that well last year, and we're going to continue it this year.
This last spring season, so after we didn't do as well as we wanted, we actually all came back from Christmas very motivated. We had each other's backs. We created a sister system. And everyone was really accountable. No one was really falling through, and that's basically the highlight, to see everyone motivated to get in that weight room to do well, and I just really liked that.
Yeah, I mean, and to go off Sam, the end of 2017 wasn't exactly like, you know, the best season, but to see everyone even like in December being like, we're going to get in the gym, we're going to get better, we're going to get faster, stronger, that was really cool to see. And like, you know, having the team in that positive attitude throughout 2017, even though like the season wasn't going our way, we still wanted to be motivated and continue and have positive attitude. So
great. Favorite music to listen to prior to the game?
Something that makes us dance.
Yes.
Yeah, in the locker room we have to have something, because it just pumps us all up.
yeah, I'd say some throwbacks for sure.
Oh, yeah. Maybe some R&B.
There we go. Favorite movie that you guys either like to watch on like road trips or just kind of as a team get together and watch?
She's the man.
Yeah,
For sure.
that's a good one. Funny ones always bring us all together too, and I mean, for me personally, when I travel, I just like watch my favorite movies.
Yeah,
because it gets me in my mindset. So
cool. Favorite pregame meal?
That's a hard one. I just like food.
on the road or off the road?
Either.
Okay, well, on the road, definitely probably like Panera. I love Panera. I don't know.
I honestly like Subway. Like, I like a good fresh sandwich.
Yeah.
So, like something that's not too heavy.
Yeah.
So.
Gotcha. So a couple of your teammates play two sports here at Mars Hill. Kanani Thomas on the women's golf team and Elise Potsiad on the women's lacrosse team. If you guys could play a second sport here at Mars Hill, what sport would it be?
I would try lacrosse, honestly.
I mean, I'd be between lacrosse and golf. I'm not very good at golf, but I'd definitely try.
I would definitely choose volleyball because I played volleyball growing up. And and it sucks it's in our same season, and I probably lost all my talent for it, but it'd be something I wouldn't mind trying.
Yeah, I would love volleyball as well. Okay. But it is the same season, so that kind of sucks.
And last question, as we hinted at kind of throughout the podcast, just one more time, what are you most looking forward to this season?
Winning games.
I want to do
definitely
well.
seeing how the new girls, seeing how we all come together, like being able to.
I'm looking forward to building the chemistry. I think that's the main thing for all of us, because building the chemistry leads to the wins, leads to the fun, and leads to the family, I guess.
Yeah, it leads to goals being scored, and I'm so excited to see that again.
Definitely have high hopes for this season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think everyone here on campus has high hopes as well, and we're all excited for the season. Do you guys have any closing thoughts for anyone who's listening, any Mars Hill Lions fans out there?
Well, our first game is next Tuesday, so join us, come support us, and we'll keep you updated on our Instagram for sure.
MHU Women's Soccer, be sure to follow it. We'll be posting game days, we'll be posting academic and soccer accomplishments on there.
Just know that we're ready to win, basically.
We're super excited.
Perfect, guys. Thank you so much for taking the time, and best of luck this year.
Thank
you.
Thanks again to Samantha, Jessica, and Leah for taking the time to do the podcast. Had a great time talking with these guys and really excited for how the season's going to unfold for this 2018 year. Exciting developments for the women's soccer program. If you didn't check out our previous podcast, the first one of this season with head coaches Jamie Newsom of the women's soccer team and head coach Greg Munn of the men's soccer team, I highly suggest and recommend that you check those out as well. A lot of fun talking with those guys. And you can sense from the three ladies that sense of camaraderie that is trying to be built and that familial sense that they're trying to bring into the program. And I think that's going to translate onto the field. So I'm really excited to see how that transpires. As Leah mentioned, first scrimmage for the Mars Hill women's soccer team on Tuesday, August 21st against Lees McRae here at Mars Hill. First official game for the 2018 season, Thursday, August 30th against USC Aiken at 4 p.m. at the Ammons Family Athletic Center and Mir Stadium here at Mars Hill. Highly recommend and suggest that you come out and support the ladies. I think it's going to be a good year. It's going to be a fun team to watch, and really excited to see what happens moving forward. For any news and updates that you'd like to receive about the Mars Hill women's soccer program, or really any team at all, make sure that you follow Mars Hill Athletics on all of our social media platforms at MHU Lions, and also be sure to check out MarsHillLions.com daily for news stories, game recaps, and much, much more coming throughout. So that'll do it for this episode of the podcast. My name, once again, is Adam Williams, and we will talk to you later.